Hi, my name is Michael Moore and I'm happy to be here to discuss my new documentary film, Bowling for Columbine. The purpose of this documentary film was to expose what I think to be is America's greatest problem, gun violence. Bringing up this topic has raised many eyebrows and received much backlash because I think people don't want their problems to be pointed out, or they don't think their problems are even problems. But as an American citizen, I feel like I'm obliged to bring up these issues that some people may not be aware of. Throughout my documentary film, I explore the problems that our country has that other countries don't. When people think of America, they think of fast food and the good life. But what people don't see is the obsession of guns and the 11,000 or over people who died in a single year due to gun violence, or even the amount of gun murders committed by children under the age of 18. Which leads me to the topic of my documentary, the 1999 Columbine shooting. I see America as a country that contradicts itself, because we say we are a safe and peaceful country, yet we solve our problems with violence. We sent troops into warring countries that we had no business in. And we idolize the objects that kill thousands of us each year. This wicked mentality has been placed into our minds for centuries. And I feel that the media definitely has something to do with it because they show the worst and they escalate the fear in people. The American population hold the strong belief that what they value is important and right. While some of these values are correct, many are unreasonable. They value their freedom to use guns whenever they want, wherever they want. They value their safety and security, and through owning guns they believe they are safe and value their responsibility of defending themselves. While this may be a good thing, some people lose track of the purpose of owning guns and use it as an excuse to own them for other purposes. As a director, I wanted to get my point across that our people's attitude is just not good enough. We blame our violent present on our past where we were already a savage nation. Even though countries with a violent past such as Germany are doing well now, with gun murder rates nowhere as high as ours. The media even blames rock singer Marilyn Manson for the 13 murders committed during the Columbine tragedy. The main attitude I see in people is blame, because they're too afraid to point out their own faults. This ignorance is planted by politicians and the media, as they feed us with not information that we need, but information that they want us to hear. Because everyone believes the media, even if it's true or false. And as I say in my film, the cycle of fear is real, and by making us afraid, we will consume. The irony and contrast I used in the film is, I see it to be effective. It's effective because it exposes the way people think when they claim guns are their protection and companions, even though they kill thousands of us each year. The clips and footages show the normalization of guns through movies, advertisements, and even children's toys. The comedic and satirical elements were put there to amuse the audience and to make them comfortable enough to be convinced. I feel that the footages back up my statistics and even verifies them to some extent.
And clean. And they went out and bought 250 million guns and put locks on the doors, alarms in the houses, and gates around the neighborhoods. And finally, they were all safe and secure and snug as a bug. And everyone lived happily ever after.
So I chose this clip specifically because it shows the honesty of our history, even though it is quite exaggerated. The fact that the bullet is telling us that they lived happily ever after is quite ironic. And I feel that by watching this, the audience would relate to it and reflect on how their attitude really is. In the end, the point of the documentary was to comment on America's unstable gun laws and the power of the media. Whether it made a change or not, I'm happy as a director to get to open the audience's mind into America's big problem.